Welcome back to my channel, Live to Explore. Today we are going to be reviewing episode 2 of 91 Days. Now, 91 Days isn't as well known of an anime as Yu-Gi-Oh! Isn't based off of a card game or anything. It's an actual story. So this is the adult one. Okay, so we learn a little bit more what was going on, and Angelo was was a child of a member of a family, a mafia family. Now, this is several years later. This is 1921 during Prohibition days, of course, as we know. And you remember in the first episode, at the beginning, the thing that kind of activated him was he received a letter, and he got this, this really kind of creepy grin on his face, and got really excited about that letter. So we find out more about that letter, and apparently, it's towards the end of this episode, actually, he's talking to Corteo, and he tells Corteo's trying to figure out, well, why are you doing this stuff? Why are you getting involved with these people? I thought we didn't like these people. So his response is, I received this letter from out of nowhere, and somebody sent me the names of all the people and how to find the people who killed his family. Somebody sent him that letter. These are the names of the people, and so that's why. And then he lists out the people. We'll get into that in a little bit. So that's why he's doing what he's doing. For this, he's in this episode. We open up with this guy Vano. Vano Clemente is his name. I have fandom on over here off to the side on my laptops because I'm really bad with names, and so I don't remember all the names. And I just had the pictures of the people with the names up. So if you see me looking off screen, that's what's for. So Vano and this other guy, his name was Trunco. Trunco has a very short-lived lifespan in this show. It looks like they're in a truck with a bunch of booze in it. And Vano is actually he's a teetotaler. He doesn't drink. He's kind of like me. Okay, so he doesn't drink, but he's in the business. He's in the family. So they veer off to the side because they had actually lost control. Their family lost control of this particular area, and they weren't really supposed to be there. So he's a member of the Venetti family. There's also the Galacia family. I'll have to hear it pronounced a couple more times, and the Orcus family. And so right now we're dealing primarily with the Venetti family, and so because that seems to be who Angelo's father was working with. Long story short, Trunco gets killed. Okay. And Vano actually manages to survive by hiding underneath the truck and then holding on to the bottom of the truck when the truck drives away. So he's underneath there. It's like, it sounds like a action movie, right? That'd be a heck of a thing to try to hold on to for very long. But so the next scene we go on. There's a wedding happening, and the daughter of the Venetti family is getting married to the son of the Galacia family. So this is kind of a merger and solidifying relations between the two families. The Galacio family seems to be the ones that are they're in charge of the area. And really are kind of in charge of everything, the entire mob. The smaller families kind of have to do what they're told. So that's what it seems like. So this is a marriage of convenience. Okay, Angelo shows up with Corteo. Remember, Angelo is going under a pseudonym of Avilio Bruno. Okay, because he doesn't want to get identified and take all his plans away. So we learn a little bit more about the inner workings of the family action happening here. Nero Venetti is there, of course, and then the patron, the Don of the family, Vincent Venetti, is also, but he's inside. Apparently his health is poor, and he's doing what he can to try to make his family be strong for this whole thing. Okay, so one of the things that happens is Vano wants to get revenge for the loss of Trunco. Trunco apparently was a friend of his, and it's like you can't let this go, right? So Trunco's dead, so they have to get. So the Venetti family decides the younger group, Nero and Vano and Who else was there? Barbaro. There was somebody else. I'm not looking at the screen. I'm really not coming up with anybody else that was there. But they decided they're going to have to get some revenge on Orcus's main crazy guy. Fango is the guy's name. And Fango, we met last time. He's the guy with the fancy boots and and the '70s hair and the goatee. So they decide, because they can't really get their hands dirty with this, they decide to enlist Avilio in this. And Avilio agrees to go kill Fango. Supposedly he has never killed anybody yet. Okay, at this point in his life, and so they go to Fango's. Apparently, Fango's at his girlfriend's house and his girlfriend's apartment, and so Avilio gets himself into the apartment, and we find out what kind of a creep he really is. So he's a weird one. Fango is. He's his girlfriend's beating him up, and he's liking it. So, but it kind of gets botched up. I mean, he doesn't pull the trigger when he should have right away, and Fango manages to get away. Okay, and then Fango's driver and lookout guy, kind of protector, is a guy named Serpente, I think it was, and. That's his partner and lookout guy, and whatever you want to call him, his muscle. So they capture him, and Vano realizes that he's the guy that actually killed Trunco. So he wants to get revenge on this guy. So they got him. So they take him to the to the cemetery where Trunco is buried. It's apparently outside. It's far enough outside of town they can do what they want there. And Vano for some reason he's a religious guy, and he's a killer. So he's walking along, and he's praying to God to ask for alleviations of his sins as he's getting ready to kill a guy. As a Christian, this is kind of backwards, because if you know you're about to do something you're not supposed to, that God wouldn't want, and you do it anyway, you don't. I mean, it's just. I mean, yes, this is why we have forgiveness. I mean, we do these things all the time. Actually, I do it all the time too, where I do something I know God doesn't like, and I have to ask for forgiveness afterwards. But the act, it just seemed kind of incongruous. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about this. If you're a Christian, you get this concept. Maybe you don't have the problem with this. But I just had this whole surreal thing where he's praying for forgiveness for the sin he's about to commit. So anyway, whatever. So he takes him up there. Puts him. He's like, this is Trunco. This is where we buried Trunco, and then he kills Serpente. And then and Avilio was there. He said he would meet him there, but he was kind of hanging out behind a tree watching. Then he just walks up and he shoots Vano. Okay, so Angelo shoots Vano. Avilio, whatever you want to call him. He shoots Vano. Vano is now dead. Well, Vano was one of the guys that was at the house. So this is one of the guys whose name was on that letter. Also was Vincent Vanetti and Nero Vanetti. So we have so Angelo has figured out how to infiltrate them in order to gain their trust through the liquor and through these actions like this to get his revenge. Now remember, this show is called 91 Days. This is 91 days it takes him to enact all of his revenge, and I'm pretty sure that this is probably just a one-season show. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. So anyway, what did you think of it? Did you watch the show? Is this something you're interested in? Again, this is not something that has a lot of. This is not something that has a lot of technical things, no science thing. Not a lot of science things. This is a story about Prohibition America, done through anime eyes, in anime fashion. No robots are going to show up. No magic is going to happen. No vampires. This is really a unique form of anime to me. I know there's a lot of them out there. I know I've seen the list. I've seen there's romance ones, there's teen ones, there's this, there's that, that's other. But this is different for me to see. So what did you think? Did you like it? Give me some comments down below as to what you thought of 91 Days. Be sure to check out my son's channel, Ghasterra, Ghasterra. And he is also doing these things. He's also and we're in a competition to see who grows faster. He's doing it in a different method than I am, and so be sure to check his channel out. Be sure to like and subscribe both our channels, and tell us what you think. So this is Let's Explore. I'm out of here.